Welcome to Hero Villains. Do you think Cosmic Armored Superman can face and defeat the Beyonders? The clash of absolute power. Cosmic Armored Superman, also known as the Thought Robot, is the most transcendent form of Superman, created to confront threats on a multiversal scale. His power grows in proportion to the danger, allowing him to instantly adapt to any form of attack, surpassing space, time, and even conventional logic. Cosmic Armored Superman can manipulate layers of reality, exists beyond all physical laws, and is almost impossible to destroy through traditional means. The Beyonders are a race of entities from beyond the multiverse who possess power far greater than ordinary cosmic beings. A single fully grown Beyonder can destroy Celestials, distort the timeline, and erase an entire reality with just a thought. When acting as a group, the Beyonders become a destiny of destruction for the entire multiverse, overwhelming every concept of strength. When Cosmic Armored Superman confronts the Beyonders, it is no longer just a battle, but a collision between planes of existence. One side is the thinking machine that protects the core of the DC multiverse, and the other is a species capable of rewriting the fate of countless universes. Before we dive into the analysis, please click the subscribe button and remember to turn on notifications by tapping the bell icon. Thank you so much. The Cosmic Armored Superman is not simply a form of power, but a symbol of the boundary between life and destruction. When wearing this special armor, Superman enters a state that is nearly invulnerable. The energy known as blood can only be controlled by Mandrake and the Monitor, and almost no other being is worthy of touching it. This source of power was once strong enough to face Soulfire, Darkseid, and even the embodiment of the Source empowered by Infinity Man in eras before the timeline was rewritten. Cosmic Armor. Superman once withstood the violent flow of the entire multiverse along with the heat of 10 billion suns created by Lucifer Morningstar. This heat is considered to exceed even hell and is capable of ending all forms of creation. This energy once harmed and nearly erased infinite entities such as Sandman, whose dream was amplified by the collective subconscious. The concept of 10 billion suns is also considered a metaphor for Superman Prime, 1 million, and even connects to the dimension of fifth-dimensional imps. A boom tube can amplify this energy beyond normal spatial limits and elevate it to higher layers of reality. The 10th element, also known as Element X, has the ability to restart the entire multiverse, seal the dark multiverse, and is forged from the very world where all creation was born, the pure existence of all possibilities. Cosmic Armor. Superman possesses limitless adaptability. Any threat that appears causes him to evolve instantly to surpass it. This means that no matter how powerful the opponent is, even if Wonder Woman surpasses him in the initial moment, the Superman within the cosmic armor will immediately rise to a new level to completely overwhelm the enemy. This is the most terrifying nature of this power, not its destructive output, but its ability to always stand above every limit. Many people believe that Cosmic Armored Superman was injured by the heat of 10 billion suns. Some claim he fell after coming into contact with the blood of 52 universes. But the truth is far harsher. He was never destroyed. Cosmic Armored Superman still exists. The blood of 52 universes is not ordinary energy. A single drop is enough to determine the fate of all reality, capable of healing all ruin or erasing everything to recreate it from nothing. It is a power that is both a blessing and the final judgment of the universe. Zilla once stated that no one can touch or seal this blood except the beings born from it, and even entities like Darkseid or Orion are not exempt from that rule. Therefore, surviving after being engulfed by the blood of 52 universes is an almost unimaginable feat of durability. He did not stop there, as he even surpassed the heat of 10 billion suns. This heat is more devastating than hell itself and carries the power to burn away all creation. Some people question whether he could truly adapt to Mandrake, and from that conclude that Mandrake is stronger. They claim that the concept of limitless adaptation is just an argument with no clear boundaries. But everything he has survived reveals another truth. When CAS adapted to Mandrake, something paradoxical happened. Mandrake also grew stronger in a corresponding way. In that battle, Mandrake directly destroyed the Monitor Sphere, the most fundamental and primordial dimensional layer of the entire DC universe. This was not the erasure of a single world or civilization, but the collapse of the foundational layer that shapes all reality. After his confrontation with CAS, Mandrake was clearly weakened. Immediately afterward, Rox Ogama appeared and drained the remaining divinity of Darkseid, as the dying god was on the brink of death. Before that moment, Superman had delivered decisive blows that shattered Darkseid's divine essence. Rox, who was already weaker than both Cass and the original Mandrak, continued to lose strength because of a strange machine. This chain of continuous weakening eventually allowed a team of Green Lanterns to destroy him. This also proves that Mandrak at that time had become significantly weaker compared to his original peak. Even so, the power of CAS remained overwhelmingly dominant. He pushed Mandrak Prime into the Overvoid and weakened him to the point where he became prey for Rox Ogama. Yet even after winning, Rox was still unable to claim the Fire of Creation. This shows that Cass is not only powerful in destructive capability, but also superior in controlling the supreme forces of creation. Cass deserves to be placed at a high inverse tier of both strength and durability. The power to destroy all creation could not end him, and he survived the heat of 10 billion such stars. Cosmic Armor Superman is considered a living doomsday machine, created to confront the ultimate evil forces. He can instantly adapt to any threat, requiring no preparation and no gradual learning. The moment danger appears, he evolves on his own to surpass it. His speed, lifting strength, attack power, durability, and endurance are almost immeasurable because all of them approach limitless levels. His intellect not only surpasses normal boundaries, but also approaches omniscience. Cosmic Armor. Superman possesses a range of abilities that no other version of Superman has ever displayed. He can evolve through instant reaction, manipulate quantum matter, control causality, bend energy, twist reality, manipulate space and time, govern higher dimensional planes, achieve immortality on multiple levels, regenerate at divine levels, manipulate matter, erase existence, create from nothing, control information, and even perceive the fourth wall. Cosmic Armor. Superman can sense the presence of the reader and adjust the flow of events to benefit himself. Many people argue that he is not a pure Superman because he once fused with Ultraman. But in truth, he is still Kal-El from a parallel universe with a reflective nature. Like an image in a mirror, even if it is distorted or inverted, it is still you. Because of this, Cosmic Armor Superman is often seen as a prime candidate for the title of the strongest entity. Of course, some may bring up Toa or the Presence as ultimate limits, but the truth is that no one has ever been able to prove any of those claims in an absolute way. And in the uncertain void between the layers of reality, Cosmic Armor Superman still stands as a symbol of power beyond all familiar definitions. I really hope you subscribe to the channel, it helps us a lot, and you are the best. Thank you so much. The Beyonder is a transcendent entity from beyond all dimensions, an existence whose origin is shrouded in controversy and mystery. To many, he is not only a supreme being, but also seen as the endpoint of all existence. The Beyonder has appeared both as a savior and as the most terrifying threat humanity has ever faced. His presence always carries the sense that the order of all worlds could be overturned with a single thought. The Beyonder exists as a primordial deity. His power is believed to be millions of times greater than the combined might of the entire multiverse. His existence is unrestricted by space, time, or any familiar layer of reality. To the Beyonder, wiping out a galaxy is as simple as a flick of the hand. He once easily defeated Galactus, a being considered the hunger of the universe, and completely outclassed the Celestials, the giant creator gods. The Beyonder is an infinite dimensional being capable of controlling everything as he wishes, pulling reality toward himself or absorbing it entirely. Destroying a massive construct means nothing to him. He controls nearly everything within the universe, can resurrect the dead, and exists beyond any concept of gender or ordinary life. Before the Beyonder, Earth's heroes are nothing more than faint sparks within an ocean of endless power. What makes the Beyonder most terrifying is not only his absolute might, but also the unpredictability of his mind. He longs to understand human emotion, yet he could destroy everything by accident with a passing thought. The Beyonder is not simply a conqueror, but a symbol of power far beyond any limit imagination can reach. The Beyonder once stopped a tidal wave capable of erasing an entire city with pure thought. His combined power with Owen Reese is considered greater than all the abstract entities combined. He killed the goddess of death and then brought death back with his own hands. Even Mephisto could not be certain that the curses of the Beyonder Beyonders could harm him. The Beyonder once unleashed destruction on a multiversal scale, revealing to Molecule Man the Beyonderverse and shattering the dome designed to withstand the collapse of all reality. He even survived an explosion from Molecule Man that could erase billions of dimensions at once. After the war between the first Celestials and the first Firmament, the Omega Council was formed to prevent similar cataclysms and maintain the stability of the entire universe. The Beyonder was created to destroy the primordial Celestials, beings even greater than the modern Celestials. The first Celestials once had the power to take down the first Firmament with a single strike, the entity that gave birth to the Marvel Universe and is stronger than the eternity of the eighth cosmos. The versions of the Beyonder that have appeared, including the version related to the Cosmic Cube after the timeline was rewritten, are essentially just stages of growth. This developmental process was interrupted by Molecule Man, causing the Beyonder to behave like a child with absolute power for a long period. The pre-retcon Beyonder was simply an earlier stage of the current Beyonder, and we cannot forget the power of that version. The PRB was stronger than the combined power of the entire Marvel multiverse, and was believed to exceed it by millions of times. The Omega Beyonder has now grown and become stronger than before. The stages he has undergone have helped him mature and improve, although he admits he has always had a degree of vulnerability. Black Winter, a being that once made countless worlds tremble, is merely a faint shadow compared to the Beyonder. Even Loki in his God of Stories form once admitted that he was lesser than the Beyonder. The Omega Beyonder exists outside the third universe, the domain of Lifebringer 1 and the Anti-All, two primordial entities that represent existence and nothingness. There, an eternal confrontation unfolds between being and non-being, between origin and emptiness. Lifebringer. One is considered the guardian of all stories, the keeper who ensures that the narrative threads of multiple realities do not collapse. Familiar concepts such as time begin to fall apart after only a brief span of existence, as though reality itself no longer has the strength to maintain its own shape. When the Defenders set foot in the realm known as that which cannot be, that which should not be, Glorian made a declaration that shook everyone present. With the power of the Beyonder, he could continuously restart everything, repeating the process countless times. In that moment, the Beyonder was no longer bound by any previous pattern. He reshaped himself, surpassed every former limit, and became the true Beyonder, the only being who exists at the highest peak where both life and nothingness must bow before his will. Beyond also transcends space, time, and dimension. It is the Beyonder, and therefore, without the Beyonder, it is no longer a real place, but an empty void without meaning. The Beyonder once became such a terrifying threat that the entire Council of Watchers was forced to humble themselves and beg Molecule Man for help. Yet ironically, even Molecule Man was still beneath the Beyonder. In that moment, the fate of all existence seemed to rest entirely in the hands of a single entity, and with just one misaligned thought, everything could dissolve into nothingness. Even Doctor Strange, during the time he once merged with Eternity, could not comprehend such a level of power. The power of the Beyonder was not only enough to destroy a universe, but far surpassed the limits that any being was ever meant to reach. It was a power that made the order of creation hesitate, a force before which beings who once stood at the highest peak could only remain silent and watch. In the final moments, when all hope faded and the heroes had no path left, they were forced to choose to destroy the Beyonder while he was evolving. It was the last gamble of life standing before the abyss of annihilation. But when the finishing strike was unleashed, the power accumulating within the Beyonder erupted violently, breaking free from all limits of control. Instead of leaving behind desolate remains, that surge of power flooded through every layer of reality and rebuilt everything from ruin. In that single moment, destruction and rebirth became one, a reminder that the Beyonder's power lies not only in ending all things, but also in the fundamental essence of existence itself. People once believed that the Thought Robot possessed the ability to adapt to anything and could control those changes at will. Yet, the paradox lies in the fact that from its very first encounter with Mandrak, it fell into a moment of distraction. To defeat Mandrak, that entity was still being imprisoned deep within the Dark Multiverse. The Beyonders, however, are beings whose power exceeds every conventional boundary. Just a small fraction of their power is enough to destroy most abstract entities and entire universes across the multiverse, including Celestials, Eternity, Infinity, Lord Chaos, Master Order, Betweener, and even the Living Tribunal. In fact, a single Beyonder was already enough to wipe out the entire celestial race in every universe, and this occurred simultaneously across the multiverse, leading to the absolute extinction of their species. One Beyonder can kill Infinity, one Beyonder can kill Eternity, and only one more Beyonder is needed to end both Master Order and Lord Chaos. The embodiments of Order and Chaos. Note that this refers to multi-eternity, the embodiment of everything within creation across all levels of existence. Yet even so, with only 3 Beyonders, the Living Tribunal was destroyed. This is the nearly omnipotent cosmic judge who represents the law of Marvel's multi-reality, holding authority above almost every other abstract concept such as eternity, infinity, death, chaos, and order, Galactus, or the in-betweener. The Living Tribunal is the symbolic axis of the entire reality of the Marvel Universe. Compared to such an overwhelming scale of power, the Thought Robot clearly cannot stand on the same level. In a direct confrontation, the Beyonders completely dominated with almost no significant resistance. The outcome was essentially predetermined, with a gap in power so absolute that every idea of effort, defiance, or hope became insignificant. The Beyonders win.
I hope you enjoyed this battle. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. Follow me if you like. That is the video for today. Thank you very much.